I can't hear.
Is it working now?
I can't hear. You guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Hold on. Okay, I could hear.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, Zooms are always weird.
Oh, she doesn't have her camera on, but I can barely hear you guys.
Really?
Hold on, let me try to. Oh, there we go. My volume was like really low.
Okay. Looks like I'm naked. I'm not. I have a shirt on. Gabby, are you on?
It says her. Oh, there she goes.
I am, but I'm at work.
Okay. You don't need to show yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. I don't know if there's going to be anyone else hopping on. This is always recorded anyway, so that way you can like go through it and look through the slides or whatever later on. I want to double check before we get started. I'm going to mute everyone. Hi, Sierra. Hold on a sec. I'm just going to make sure that my share screen works. Otherwise, I have to use, let me just make sure. Okay, so you're seeing my screen, right? Okay, good. All right, before I hit record, just want to make sure, I'll wait another minute and then we'll go. I'm gonna stop share until we're ready. Sierra, are you ready to start coaching? Everyone's always nervous in the beginning. So Al, who's on the call, Al, how many years were you our nanny? I don't know, I feel like forever. Oh, you're muted. Anyway, Al, you're muted. Okay. So she still watches my friends' kids, but she probably watched my first one for like 3 or 4 years, and then she now has, oh my gosh, how old's your son now? 6 months?
Yeah, he's 6 months. My nephew's here though. My sister has him.
Oh,
we switched.
You guys are so funny. Okay, good. Raina's on. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do before we start going. I'm going to have everyone, I'm going to mute you guys, but feel free. Like, this is very like conversational. I'm going to be going over some slides to keep it really simple, but I just want you to know, like, this isn't like, oh my God, professional meeting. Can't have your kids in the background. You have like, no, that's the beauty of what we do. It's like, we're all the same shoes. We're all just doing this in the cracks of our day. And that's how I've always fit in this business. So what you can do if you have questions, because I can address them at the end, but you can go in the chat bar and just write the questions in the chat bar if you guys know how to do that. It's at the bottom part of your screen. And then that way you can think like, okay, wait, I want to know more about this, but I don't want to interrupt Kelly. So just put it in the chat bar and then I'll address it afterwards, or I'll address it like as we're going and I see the chat. I just get like super distracted very easily. So I try not to answer too many questions during it. Okay, so I'm going to hit, hi, Raina. I know I can't see you. I know Gabby's working. Raina is just, how old's your son, your newest son? I want to say he's like probably 3 months. She just had her third boy. I love it. And Gabby has 3 boys. Like, hey, you track the people that are similar to you. Al has a boy. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to hit record, and then anyone who pops on can listen in, or they can listen to the recording. So, oh my God, it's been recording. I did this automatic thing where now it records automatically. You have a boy too, Sierra? Yay, boy moms. Okay, so since we are recording, I'm going to make sure that we get to the point and let me share my screen, and then we'll get going. Let me just move this. I don't know why it's not on. Hold on. What is bill pay? just had it up. Why isn't it showing? Sorry, guys. Okay, so here we go. I don't know why my computer is being so slow. Okay, here we go. So let me just minimize this. All right. So obviously, welcome. I'm so excited that you guys are here, and all of you are brand new coaches, which makes it even more fun because just so you know, you are probably nervous, overwhelmed, and also feeling like, what the heck am I doing as a coach? I don't even know where to start or where to begin. So a lot of you probably, and I know Sierra, you're not my coach, but all of you, everyone else that's on here has probably watched me on social media for quite some time. And somehow, some way, you're like, I want to see what Kelly does. I want to join one of her groups. I want to do Beachbody workouts. And I don't know about this coaching thing. It kind of scares me. I don't know what I would be doing. Do I have to be active on social media? How does this all work? But you're here. So we're just going to be going over the main things as you start because it can feel overwhelming in the beginning. But I felt that way too. The biggest thing that I did when I started was just simply share what I was doing, invite friends, post a little bit about it, and start small, meaning you don't have to post every single day. You don't have to be that person that just switches who they were on social media to be like, okay, now I'm a coach. Now I got to share about fitness and be perfect with my nutrition and, share about my workouts. In fact, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you guys to go from 0 to 100. I want you to take baby steps because that way your friends, your followers will be like, oh, okay, I kind of want to see what she's up to. I want to see what she's doing. And so the biggest thing, you guys, right now is to focus on you and pick a program. Hopefully you guys have picked that and you are either in the midst of doing a program. Make sure that you have taken your before photos. And I know you're like, I don't want to share those before photos, that Kelly, I don't feel comfortable sharing those. And maybe you feel that way. If so, don't worry, but I still think you want to have them. Like I remember when I wasn't a coach and I was starting the 21-day fix after I had my second son, Ben. And I just snapped this photo of me not smiling, looking in the mirror. Cause I was like, I just want to see my progress. My coach told me to take my photos and I did. I was so happy that I had those photos when I finished the 21 days because I was like, oh my gosh, I see change and I feel good. And I wanted to share because I was like, this is where I was and this is where I am now. And I'm proud of that. And so just do it. Doesn't mean you have to share them, but we call them our day 0 photos. And then the other thing too is you're going to just feel awkward. You're going to feel like, how do I do Instagram stories? How do I share a clip of my workout? What do I post about? The biggest thing is you just got to start and start sloppy, fail forward. It's really trial and error in the beginning. And all of us have what it takes to be successful as long as you just decide, okay, I'm going to just simply share this with some friends and start that way and start small. And then don't compare. Don't compare where you see me or maybe your current coach or someone else that you're following or someone else and you're like, well, I can't do that, whatever she does on her stories and her workout clips. I can't share the way she does on social media. I don't feel comfortable because I know those are all things that we all think of as new coaches that can be intimidating and think, well, we have to be that way. We have to do what Kelly does. And in fact, no, you don't. That's why we're having this new coach call to make you feel more comfortable with how to get started. And then another thing too is we have so much info obviously thrown at you every day. It can be overwhelming in our team page, but you have to be resourceful too. So we have a team Google Drive. And if you go to the announcement tab on our team page, you will see announcements and then you will be able to see all the most important, it has our team Google Drive there. It has our team weekly Zoom call, when we do our power hours. All the most important things are going to be in the announcement tab. And then when you're like, hey, I want to know when this new muscle burns fat program comes out, instead of asking me or asking your other coach, just Google it. You guys, it'll take you to the FAQ of through Beachbody, and you will be able to find so many of your answers there. And then, of course, feel free to ask on our team page. That's for all of us. And most of you, not all of you, are in my new coach pod for 2020, and I can get you added to that if you're not. But overall, like the most, for me, I look at this as just having fun. And that's how I started from the beginning. I was like, I don't know really what I'm doing and what this title is of being a coach is, but I just fell in love with the programs. Then I started making a little bit of extra money by helping a friend, helping another friend. And then I was getting my shakes paid for. And then it was like, oh, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing this because I'm already doing it. I might as well see if my sister, my mom, and then my close friends, and then people on social media. So I just want you to, one, just know you're going to feel overwhelmed, but in order to avoid that, is just be like, okay, I'm going to see where this goes. I'm just going to have fun with it. It's nothing like, it's not some strict corporate job that you're doing here. You can coach any way that you want. And then to make it simple, you guys, your first goal is to simply help one person. Think of your sister. Think of like 5 girlfriends that you're like, you know what? I bet you they would want to do this with me. I'm going to just see if they want to do exactly what I just signed up for, even though you don't know how to sign someone up, or maybe you do and you've signed up a friend or two already, but maybe you're like, I don't even know how to do that, Kelly. Well, don't worry, because usually when you do it once, then you get to be like, oh, now I know how to do that. And we will help you. We have all the resources to help you with that. You just can text me if I'm your coach, or, ask someone else. And then, yeah, so you want to help one person, ideally with what we call is the Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology Challenge Pack. Right now, it's still $140. I don't know if it's still going to be on promo next month, but when a lot of people tell me, when I don't want the shakes, I don't need the shakes, I say, okay, I understand. I didn't think I needed them either, but for $40 more, or even if it goes back to $160, it's only $60 more to try this shake where it's normally $130. It makes sense the first month to do the whole package because it's a discounted deal, and then you get to try Shakeology. It's a meal replacement or a snack, but it keeps you satisfied. It has all vegetable or tons of veggies, nutrients, my vitamins that I have for the day, and it keeps me full for at least 2 to 3 hours. And I like to know that I'm having one healthy meal guaranteed throughout the day. If I'm like out and about, like I'm on vacation, at least I know I'm gonna have Shakeology, and then I might have like chips and dip and other things throughout the day, but at least I know that one meal was healthy. So I always try to get them the whole package with the challenge pack. And then I want you guys to think for a second, what got you started? Like, how did you finally say to your coach that, your friend, whoever you're watching, maybe it was me, be like, you know what, Kelly, I want to do what you're doing for, with the fitness side. You probably watched me for years or maybe months before, you decided to reach out to your coach. So don't think that you're going to do one post and people are going to be like, oh my God, tell me what you're doing. Yes. And they're not going to just flock to you. That's not how this works. It's about doing little things daily. And also just knowing that, okay, I'm planting seeds. So people are continuing watching my journey. Maybe they saw my before photo and I'm telling them I'm taking them on my journey, or they see my before and after photo and they're like, you're planting that seed. It usually takes about 10 times for someone before it registers. And then they say, okay, you know what? I want to do what you're doing. And so that's why I never look at, oh my gosh, I didn't get anyone from my post. No one commented. No one, I don't think of it that way. I look at it like, I know that there's other Kellys out there that need these programs and these tools and this community. So I want you to think of why you joined. What did you need out of this? And that's who you want to talk to. And then, like I said, it's planting those seeds or breadcrumbing on social media. So, we're going to start small. If you're not used to posting, you don't want to come off like, oh, I don't want to be salesy. You don't want to be like, oh, now I'm the salesperson on social media. No, don't look at it like that at all. You're simply sharing something that you are using yourself, and you want to see if any friends want to join you for accountability. It's working for you. You're loving it. Why not have a couple friends join you? It's always more fun with friends and people that you know. That's how I looked at it in the beginning. So in your first month, you guys, you really want to try to help one person, but hit Success Club, which turns out to be helping 3 people. So once you help one person, don't stop. Don't be like, okay, I helped one person, I hit my goal. Because really, we just want you to get comfortable with helping another person, and then another person. And Success Club it's just what Beachbody has as a benchmark to help you hit those goals. So typically you want to help 3 people a month. And then that also will help you become a success starter, meaning you, help 3 people consistently for out of the 6 months you're a coach for 3 months. Doesn't need to be in a row. Like you might miss next month, that's okay. But at the next month, let's try to hit, help 3 people. And then that way you can also earn your free ticket to Summit, which is where we have like our annual coach summit. Even if you're like, I don't even know if I want to go to that. But anyway, just know that you can earn your free ticket by becoming a success starter. And then Emerald coach, I don't want to get like too ahead, but I want to plant the seed of what you should be shooting for is when you have 2 coaches underneath you. So when I signed up, I was told you want to sign up your husband, your spouse, and potentially like a discount coach or someone, a friend, a sister. That way you can hit Emerald, because that is truly when you can open up all the benefits of our compensation plan. And you might think, well, why would I sign up my husband? He doesn't want to coach. He doesn't want to be a coach. Well, neither does my husband. He doesn't coach the business. He doesn't work the business, but the beauty of having my husband is that it's a completely controlled account, and I don't need to spend, another $130 a month on him. I just need to have at least $50 in his account. I love Energize. I love the beach bars. I use some of the Shakeology boosts. So personally, I don't have to worry about keeping him active because we order it anyway. So instead of having it all under my account, I order a few products under his account to keep him active as a coach, which helps me. And then we also have a Emerald Call replay. We're going to be doing one, I believe, in July. And don't worry, you're on the team page. We'll let you know about it. But you probably are like, what does Emerald mean? You still don't get it. That's okay. We will help you understand that as you get going. And then challenge groups. Hopefully you're in a challenge group right now with your coach. And if you're not, please let me know. But that's the biggest thing that I don't want any of my new coaches on our team to worry about is like, well, how am I going to run these challenge groups? It seems like Kelly posts every morning at 5 a.m. I can't do that. That seems like too much work. Well, one, I have all my posts scheduled. And secondly, you were supposed to join your coach anyway in her group. And then if you get anyone, like if you get a couple friends, you just join that, or you just add them to your current group with your coach. So, and your PS coach just means your personally sponsored coach. So Al, your personally sponsored coach is Kate. And same with you, Sarah. You have Jenny, who's your personally sponsored coach. And then I know the other 2, I'm your personally sponsored coach, and you guys are in my group. So, but just know that in our Google Drive, we have plenty of challenge group guides for when you do want to be like, you know what, I want to run my own with like 5 of my girlfriends. And just know that we have that in our Google Drive, a ton of challenge group guides. But most importantly, you want to get comfortable with being the best challenger, meaning you need to make sure that you're sharing on your group, sharing your workout, sharing your shake. Even if you don't even have a challenger yet of your own in the group, it just gets you comfortable of getting out of your comfort zone and taking that selfie and saying, okay, I got my workout in, and sharing it. Because honestly, it is so motivating for other women that are in the group seeing other people doing it. And it just makes more people show up. It makes more people feel more accountable. So we all feel silly doing selfies and taking pictures of ourselves. Absolutely. But you get used to it. And truly, you're inspiring someone else out there. And then if you do bring a challenger in, just consider them as a potential coach on your team. And this is where truly the magic happens, and where many want to continue their journey anyway, is in a challenge group. Okay, so social media. We have a couple calls on social media on our team page. We've made a unit on social media where you can go through and listen to some of the videos that we just did a couple weeks ago. And I absolutely think this is the scariest part for people as a new coach. Right? You're like, okay, how do I go from not being on social media that much, or maybe you're on it, but you're silent, right? You're watching stories of other people, you're liking and commenting on people's stuff, but you're not posting yourself, and that intimidates you. So I want you to not look at it as something scary. I want you to look at it as like, all right, it's just a way to be social, meaning I can like on people's stuff, comment on their stuff, be interacting, and look at it though, like you are like sprinkling your own journey on social media, and you can do it as little and as much as you'd like. But you guys, people, trust me, they're not buying Beachbody. They're not buying you putting up something that's a stock image of Beachbody, or like, oh, here's a picture of Autumn. Does anyone want to join me and do this amazing program because look at her? No, people are buying because of you. People are like, okay, Kelly's a busy mom of 4. She's getting it done. And that's who they're buying, right? And they're buying because I'm sharing my experience and they're relating to me. And then they realize, oh, okay, if she can do it, then I can probably do it. Or they might want to ask you questions about it. And then your first customers will already know you, but start thinking about the type of people you want to attract, right? So that's how I look at my social media. Is I'm like, I'm not worried about my husband's friends that are maybe following me. Like I worried so much about that in the beginning. I was like, oh my gosh, are they going to make fun of me? And a couple of my husband's friends would say stuff to me like, oh, Kelly, are you going to do that workout? Are you going to, make sure that I eat all my veggies? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, no, I'm not. Just because I'm a coach doesn't mean I'm not having a beer and pizza. I'm just here to, bring inspiration and share my journey and hopefully help other women out there. And I just stayed tunnel vision. And then I realized too, by me doing that I was starting to have more and more success because I didn't worry about, oh my God, what is Sally from high school thinking of me? Or what is so-and-so thinking of me? Is she rolling her eyes at me? Because at the end of the day, I was like, I'm getting messages from people saying, thank you so much for the invite. I feel confident. I feel happier. I've lost weight. And then that ripple effect, you guys, started happening. And then I was helping more and more people. And then I started growing a business where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm able to earn a great income from home. And in the beginning, it was just, paid for a mani-pedi Target trip, or maybe it would pay for our date night or our gas tank, for a couple weeks. So in the beginning, it was just really small goals that I had. But going back to social media, I want you guys just to stay consistent. That's the biggest thing. I always tell my new coaches, you have to post at least 2 times a week. You can't just do an invite and then go completely silent and not share anything at all. And like I said, you're not Beachbody. You're not selling Beachbody. You're selling yourself and your journey. So just because you're a coach doesn't mean that's all you post about. If you go to my newsfeed right now and you go on Instagram and you look at all my squares, do you see me sharing Shakeology and being like, hey guys, drink Shakeology, it's so great? Do you see me always doing a flex photo? Probably not, right? I'm sprinkling in my journey by doing it in a way that people can still see, like I'm a mom of 4, I'm a boy mom, I recently had a daughter, I'm on my postpartum journey, I'm doing workouts from home. People are going to know that, but it's not like that's all I talk about and that's all that, people will know about me. And so we recommend 2 to 3 main feed posts a week, and then get used to doing stories. I was talking to couple of the new coaches on here about doing stories and how, it can feel overwhelming in the beginning. Like you don't know how to do a video. You don't know how to do it. Just know that it takes time. You got to practice. If you don't do it, then you're not going to take action. And I always say inaction breeds fear, action breeds confidence. And you might be like, oh, but are people watching me? I failed forward. I stumbled over my words. You know how many times I do that? But that's okay. I don't want to show up like I'm some perfect person because that's not reality either, right? I want people to know me as me. And if I stumble over my words, I stumble over my words. Or if I look like I'm struggling in my workout program or whatever I'm doing, that's good. That's relatable. People don't want to see perfect. And then, so some examples of what to share your workout clip, maybe 1 or 2 of those, maybe what you're meal prepping, what you're having for lunch, maybe just real life with you as with your kids and they're climbing all over you, or, they're having a tantrum, whatever it is, that's real life. And people want to see that. They want to see your lifestyle. And, I always say if you can provide value too, like, if you're having success with pumping, like for me, I'm nursing and I'm pumping, like what's working for me? Other moms want to see that stuff. And then figure out who your niche is. So my niche has always been boy moms, but now I just look at, I want to help all moms, busy moms. I was a college athlete. I bring that up a lot. I was a corporate saleswoman, and now I'm a work from home mom. So you will see that in my posts a lot. I'm not a mom of 3 anymore. I need to change that. I'm a mom of 4. I'm a runner, so I share a lot about running. I'm a dog mom. Hobbies include shopping, hiding my clothes from my husband that I recently did TikTok because I finally figured out how to do that, and that was fun. I love to travel. I love to go on dates with my husband. I love coffee, wine, pizza. You will see that, maybe not all my main feed, but you will see that in my stories too. And then focus, well, we already kind of went over this. And then keep it simple. No collages, less writing on the pics. Don't make it too busy. If you want to show more than one photo, that's fine. Just do like multiple photos, not like a collage. And then just remember that you are the main subject. And then this is the part that's always really intimidating, because it's so much easier to be like, well, let me just take a picture of my kids or my husband, or let me have my kids in the photo with me. And that's fine. You want them to be part of your whole, that's who you are, right? But it's going to be mainly you. You are the main subject, because that's who people are relating to, and that's who they're following. They're following you for a reason. Let people into your world and your personality. Like I said, add value. Who is the old you? So maybe you're just starting your journey and you're like, well, I'm just beginning. I don't really have an old me. But maybe what you were before was you were someone that would go to the gym and you didn't have to worry about getting workouts in, because you knew you could go to fitness classes, and you can't do that anymore. So how is that changing? Think of it like that. And what were you struggling with? Were you struggling with, maybe your nutrition, and you felt like you can never lose the weight because you weren't sure what to eat, and maybe that being on a nutrition program or plan has been helping you? Then that's stuff that you want to share too. And then we always say curiosity marketing. I kind of already talked about this, but you're not selling Beachbody. I don't look at it like, okay, I'm this Beachbody coach. If you came to my profile right now on Instagram, you would maybe assume I do that, but you're not going to know, because I don't even have on my profile that I'm a Beachbody coach. I just want people to be curious. What is she doing? What is this 21-day program that Kelly's doing that she's talking about? What is this superfood shake that she's having, right? Because what happens is when it's curiosity, people are going to ask you and message you instead of Googling. If you're telling them every little thing that they're doing, they're going to go, oh, that looks awesome. 21-day fix extreme. Oh, I'm going to buy it. Boom. And then they tell you later on, thank you for the inspiration. I bought the 21-day fix and you inspired me to do that, Kelly. And you're like, wait, hello, why didn't you come to me? But that's, you guys, that happened to me a lot in the beginning. Okay, so now I want you guys to think about your list and who you want to privately invite. So private invites can be intimidating, yes, because you don't want to feel salesy. You don't want to feel like, oh, I'm just out for my own good. No, but don't look at it that way. Look at it like, hey, I just started this program. I'm kind of nervous. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I think it's going to be awesome. I've seen the results people are getting. Would you want to do it with me? So it's 30-minute workouts. We can do them from the comfort of our home or anywhere. You stream them online. We're in a private group with support and accountability. I would love it if you would consider it, or can I send you some more information? So if you're like, I don't have anyone to invite, yes, you do. We all have friends. We all have people that we interact with daily, either on social media or in real life. And I want you guys to write down those 20 people. I don't want you to think about it. I don't want you to be like, well, they probably won't do it. No, she's going to be like rolling her eyes at me. No, just honestly write down 20 people who you think you would want to be doing this whole thing with, right? Being in a challenge group with, who you think would benefit from it. And this is considered your warm market. And that's what I did in the beginning. My warm market were people who I was friends with. It was a lot of other moms that were in the same stage as me that I knew. And then it started being people who are watching me on social media from back in the day in high school or college. And then they were like, hey, what is it that you're doing? I see that you're doing these home workouts and you're getting results. I need to do whatever you're doing because I am not getting results, Kelly. I need help. So, and then again, you guys, if you truly believe that these programs are helping you and you're feeling more confident, you're seeing, weight loss or non-scale victories, maybe you have more energy, maybe you just feel happier overall, those are all things why you should share about what you're doing, right? Like, don't be a silent coach. Like, that's what I love about this, is that I'm just trying to help the other Kellys out there, because I know that if I wasn't invited and I didn't see my friend posting about it, who knows, I probably would have joined at some point. But that's how I got intrigued, was because she was sharing her journey, and she was a busy mom too. She just had her baby, getting her post-baby bought back. And I felt that way too after I had my second son. I wasn't able to go on multiple runs anymore or go to Daily Method or Orange Theory. It just wasn't something that I could do as often as I would like. Okay, so make sure that you guys make that list and send it to your personally sponsored coach. You can send it to me for accountability if you'd like to. And then again, how to invite. This is the part that people get scared because they're like, I don't want to be salesy. But my biggest thing is to write down 5 things that you have loved so far about coaching, or not coaching, but Beachbody. What have these programs done for you? How has it changed your life? Think physically, but also emotionally, happiness, community, consistency. Are you more consistent? Are you showing up more? Where before you'd be like, I'll start on Monday. I don't really care. I do care, but I'm going to wait till Monday again to start fresh. Think of how this is helping you. Is it giving you better habits? Is it easier and more convenient because you can press play when your kids are around? I know that's for me the most convenient part that I love about doing these workouts. And then again, I already kind of gave an example of how you can say your invite, but I always say, you know what, how I invite might not be how you invite. So say it out loud. Like if you're going to do a text, make sure that you say it out loud. I use emojis. I use happy face, exclamation marks, because I want people to feel like I'm coming off as someone warm and inviting, not like, hey, do you want to do this with me? I think you'll like it, like have some personality behind it. And then just be prepared that most will not respond right away. Some will say no, and some will ask for more info and not sign up to, because that happens. And if I let those no's or the people tell me, send me more information, I'm excited, and then they ignore me, and then I follow up, they ignore me, or they tell me no. If I seriously let like the first 5 people that told me no to be like, you know what, no one's interested, no one wants to do what I'm doing, I'm not going to do this anymore. Like, I wouldn't be where I am today. And so that's the point that I want to make sure that you guys see, is that you have to continue to show up and share and sprinkle on social media, because you never know when that person's like, Kelly, I know I asked you in January about this and I never responded. I'm so sorry, but I'm ready. I'm not getting the results that I wanted. What do I need to do to sign up? That happens to me, you guys, almost every single week, where I have people that I've sent messages to, and then they come back around because either I followed up or they're still watching my journey. I love it when people tell me no. Sounds weird because I'm like, you said no now, but you're going to say no. You're going to say yes later, because you're going to watch me get results and you're going to see this amazing community that I'm a part of. And at some point you're going to be like, I need to do what she's doing. Right. So they do come around, but you have to keep showing up in order for them to see that this isn't just a thing or a stage that you're in. Commit to it. Commit to it for 6 months, you guys, and be like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go all in. And then trainings and resources. We have so many different trainings and resources for you. You can go to our files section in our team page and see past team calls. We've tried to label them. Like if you're wanting to learn more about social media or inviting, like we have calls on that. Or if you want to know more about getting to Emerald, we have calls on that. There's so much too on the Beachbody Champions page that you just search on Facebook, Champions page. That's where we have our national wake up calls. And then the Beachbody podcast. So you can download the podcast and then type in Team Beachbody. That's typically where I watch the reruns of the national wake up calls, which happen every Monday morning. And you could hear from new coaches. It'll say, hear from, 2 weeks ago was a new coach, and she's from, I think she's from Jersey, and she was like a server at a restaurant, was really not doing well with her husband. She had 2 little kids, and she felt she was in the darkest place of her life. And she was sharing how she showed up daily in her business. And now, she doesn't have to do her serving job. She's she's like one of the top 10 coaches right now after doing this for 2 years. Are you kidding me? She's making over a full-time income, because she just decided, you know what, I'm going to show up every single day. So those are the kind of resources that you can get from our podcast. And then treat it like a business. If you're going to treat it like, I'm going to do it when it's convenient, I'm going to share about it, invite when I want, or maybe I'll start it in 2 weeks. You guys, you're not going to get the reward, or, it's not going to grow like a business and a full-time income, or maybe part-time income, whatever your small goals may be, if you don't treat it more like a job, right? And then you just, like I said in the beginning, you just have to start, and meaning start sloppy. You're going to feel silly. You're going to be like, oh, are people judging me? Oh, what am I doing? I don't know how to do Instagram stories. But you know what? You'll never learn and grow if you don't just simply start. We were all beginners too. I look back from my first few posts as a coach, and I'm like, oh my God, Kelly, what was I doing? And I just laugh at myself, but I'm like, I didn't stop. I just kept going. And then just make sure that you feel comfortable with joining our team, our tribe. We have our new coach workshop that started today, and we have weekly team power hour calls, and team calls Tuesday nights. So we post about it on our team page. We always make sure to let you guys know. And then again, go to our Google Drive. And that's where we have a ton of stuff there to help you as well. And then for me, I always like to have my coaches figure out their why and their vision. Like, really, why are you doing this? Think about it. Are you doing it because you're like, well, I have nothing else to do, why not? Or are you like, well, I have some debt, or I would love to earn an income while helping others. Maybe you just want to have guilt-free trips to Target and pay for your mani-pedis, which was what my vision was in the beginning, because I was a working mom already, making a great income. I wasn't looking to add anything else to my plate. So my vision was actually just really small in the beginning, because I just loved helping people and helping them get started with what helped me feel better as a mom. And then it grew to, oh my God, I don't like my job anymore. I'm sick of, waking up and having anxiety, or on the weekends not fully enjoying it because I have to go to my job on Monday. I want to wake up with passion and love what I do and have the option to get help when I have my kids around, because I love being a mom, but I also love working, and I don't want to be with them 24/7. I want to have the option to say, I need help this day and this day. And that way I can pour into a business that I love, that I crave. And then I can also take it with me wherever I am. Like, I'm in Washington right now with my family, and I'm working a little bit in the pockets of my day, and then I could be with my kids. I'm not reporting to a CEO. I'm not reporting to my boss and him having a deadline on me. I don't have to worry about, PTO days. I can take as many days off as I want. And so I thought of it like, how can an extra $200 a week do for me, or a month? What can $1,000 a week do, or a month do for you and your family? And maybe it's nothing to do with money. Like, I have people that make coaches. We have a couple of coaches that are in the medical field. One's a PA, and Camille's one of our top coaches on our team. She earns a great income. She doesn't need the extra income, but she has realized, like, she wants to work for herself one day and not leave her kids all the time. And she just loves helping people. She's like, why not help people when I'm already doing this, and just have them come along with me, and then we can all do it together. So you guys just think of those even like small goals, but then also think of those scary goals that you're like, yeah, but that can't happen. There's no way that I can make 1,000 extra a week or a month. Like, yeah, you can. So write that down. I know in my mind, I was like, I just want to be able to walk my son to school every morning. That was what I thought 4 years ago when I was rushing out the door every morning, and I was either dropping my kids off with Al, who's on the call, or she was coming over. We had another nanny at the time too. I was like, I want to be able to, have an unrushed morning and feel like I can be the mom that I want to be, right? So that was my goal. Doesn't mean that needs to be your goal. And then again, we have our calls and power hours every Tuesday at 8 p.m. But then we also have our live working team power hour at 1:30 and at 8 p.m. So we decided to do the 1:30 because of COVID. Everyone was home, and it just seemed like you got a lot of participation that way. But the second Tuesday, we have our team call at 8 p.m. And then again, I already talked about the national wake up call. This is a lot of info. This is all stuff that we have on our team page. So don't feel like you got to write it all down. And then, here is our business activity tracker. So if you're like, what am I supposed to do every day, Kelly? I don't know what to do. How do I start? You guys, Beachbody provides this for us. It's our business activity tracker. You can even Google it. The PDF will show up, and it'll take you to the, a page through the coach office with Beachbody, and you can print this off. And it's just a way for you to be like, okay, what do I need to do to grow my business? If you do want to grow it to be becoming a business. And maybe it's just a fun hobby for you right now, and that's fine. It's always still nice to kind of track what you're doing. And so this is what it looks like. It's just our Success Club tracker, and it helps you kind of stay on track. And that's what we go over during our live power hours too. So this is just reiterating, you guys. I'm not going to really go through this, but all in all, make your list of 20 people. Just invite them simply to do what you did. So maybe you sign up with the All Access Challenge Pack and Chocolate Shakeology, and you're really liking it, and you're doing the 21-day fix. Great. Tell them, hey, do you want to do the 21-day fix with me? This is the package I started with. It ends up being $12 a month. Averages that, even though they pay it all up front, right? And then think about your coming out post, because I know this is the hardest one. The first post is always the hardest. And I don't mean like, hey guys, I'm a coach. Do you want to join me? No, we have example posts in our Google Drive. And then I'll be sending you my first email, which has examples of this. So don't worry. And then I always tell my new coaches, hey, send me your example post before you post it, because I want to make sure that it's what I would recommend and what I would do. And I always like to help you guys out with that first few posts. And then once you've done those two things, you guys, let your coach know so they can help you with the next steps. And then we have our new coach workshop. Make sure if you're not in it that you get added to it. And then again, download the business activity tracker. I have down here scheduled business hours, and you guys, in the beginning, I just did power pockets, and you don't need to feel like, oh my gosh, how am I going to work? I'm already so busy, or how am I going to fit in this business? It's really just doing little things where it'll add up to being more. Now I work more, but in the beginning it was like, okay, well, I want to try to shoot for 2 to 3 posts a week. I want to start sharing my workouts. I want to start sharing who I am more, so people can relate to me and who I am. And so that's just what I did. And then I would spend time inviting. I would spend time sending personal invites to people. I'm going to stop this. And then I'm going to look through the chat bar too. Do you use hashtag Beachbody in the comments? So if you guys do hashtags, I recommend putting it in the comments, or you can do it below your main post. So we have that. I'll be sharing all about that in our new coach workshop, but you can use Beachbody. We kind of were going back and forth with that. I think it's fine to say Beachbody Coach or Beachbody, because now there's so many people that need our solution through Beachbody. So maybe they'll find you because they searched hashtag Beachbody. But like I said, I don't want it to come off like 21 Day Fix hashtag, Beachbody program, Shakeology, blah, 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 can't go, oh, she hungry? Okay. And then, let's see. Hold on, let me see. All right, so so Raina says, I'm afraid some people might think I'm suggesting that they need to lose weight. So yes, sometimes we may feel that way, absolutely. But if you're sharing your journey and what you're doing, you won't feel that way. You won't be like, hey, like when I invited some of my friends to do this, I was like, I simply just said, I think you would love these programs, because it's not, you guys, we are not some weight loss shake company. That's not what we stand for. We stand for having a lifestyle change and working on yourself, getting your workouts in, maybe some people's goals. Like I'd even told some of my friends who did not need to lose weight. I'm like, no, that's not what I stand for. I'm not here saying like you need to lose weight. It's more of, let's just start a healthy lifestyle and do these programs together, because it's more fun to do it with friends. I can send you more info, but if you invite them, but they have no idea what you've been doing because you haven't posted about it, it's not in your stories, then yes, they're going to be like, wait, what are you doing? Like, are you proof that the products work? Are you sharing and sprinkling that? I'm just reading through the other comments. Okay, so once we send the invites out to people and they want to join a challenge group, do they have to pay? Yeah. So in order for them to be in a group, you will want them to buy the challenge pack. So don't ever assume someone can't afford it or it's not for them, because you guys, when I think of everything that you get with our package for $140 right now, and it might be that next month, it could be $160, doesn't matter, it's still an incredible deal. It averages out to $11 or $12 a month, and they get unlimited access to our library of workouts, over 1,100 workouts at their fingertips. They get access to the eating plans associated with all of the programs, and then also they get your coaching support. They get added to a community. They get added, they get meal plans in our community page. They get healthy tips and recipes, all that stuff. And then they get a month of Shakeology, which, you guys, they get all that for $140, and then they get access to everything for a full year. Like, if you position it, like, it's an incredible deal. People pay $140 for 5 sessions with a personal trainer, sometimes even more than that. And so, yes, you send people invites, but I personally don't send personal invites until I've done a main post. And then you see who's liked it. You see if anyone's commented. Your first post, usually people wanting to support you, like, oh, I'm so happy for you, way to go. And then you can just send private messages to those people and say, hey, I saw you like my post. I don't know if you would want to do this with me, but I wanted to invite you because I think you would love it. Don't worry. You don't have to if you don't want, but I'd love to send you info if you would, if you wouldn't mind, or can I send you some info on it? Okay, so your hairstylist says she just loves food and she's okay with her body. That's fine. You're not promoting, hey, like, that's her goal is not to lose weight. but does she want to stay active? Does she want to have more energy? What are her, I always try to get people's pain points. So for example, if someone's like, yeah, I want to do what you do, or I want to try that program out. Well, I'm not going to say, okay, you have to do the 21-day fix. What if they tell me they hate cardio? Raina, you were someone who did not want to do any cardio because you have bad knees and you're doing the yoga program, right? So I think there might be people out there that might want to do the yoga program, but there's a lot of people that would like cardio mixed with weights too. So that's the beauty of what I love, is that not one shoe size fits all, right? So we have the ability to say, oh, you like low impact, you want to still get some, cardio in. What about bar blend? And then what I like to do is send them the video clip from Beachbody Links. It's an app, so download that. It's called Beachbody Links, and I'll put that in the comments. Beachbody Links app. And then what I like to do is, instead of me going back and forth doing all the talking and them asking me a question, I just say, hey, here are a few workouts that I would recommend you trying. And I send them the video clip of the 21-day fix, let's say. Or if I know they're like, love lifting, they're in great shape, they want something intense, I'm going to send them the video clip of the work. And so, but like I said, it's so easy to just say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I love the 21-day fix program. It's short, it's effective, it's only 21 days. That'll be a good starting point. And I typically love starting people with the 21-day fix or the extreme, depending on, where they are. And then how do you get added to the new coach workshop? Okay, Jenny said she'll add you. Yeah, so you guys don't think of this as like, okay, what if people tell me no? What if they don't want to do the workouts? What if they don't have the same goals as me? Like, you're already assuming things. And what you have to do first is simply sprinkle in what you're doing. And I always say, like, I do posts, you guys, and people don't flaunt to me and go, Kelly, I want to do what you're doing. Yes, if I say, like, comment below for more info, I don't have people that always comment. But what I do is I look at it like, all right, personally, if someone said, hey, Elle, I don't know if you'd be interested, but would you like to do this program with me? It's 3 weeks. I think you'll love it. What do you think? She might say, you know what, think that you feel more special, that you got that personal touch and that personal invite. So I send a lot of personal invites to people. And that's how I end up hitting such high Success Club numbers, is because I see that people are watching my stories. I see that people are engaging with me, right, on my posts, not always about Beachbody, not saying they want to join me, but I send them a quick message just saying, let's say it's Sierra and I see her watching my stuff and she engages with me. I would say, hey, Sierra, thanks so much for following along my crazy mom life journey and fitness journey. I really appreciate the support. Have you ever considered doing any of my virtual boot camps and giving it a shot? That's it. Leave it at that. And then I get people that are like, hey, I love following you. Thanks for the inspo. But no, I'll let you know if I ever want info. Or I'll get, actually, yes, I've been wanting to reach out to you. Thank you. I would love more information. You guys, just by me doing that personal invite, people feel like, oh, thanks for thinking of me. Sure, maybe I do want info. But if I'm not sharing my journey at all on social media and I just do one post like every 2 weeks, then no, people are gonna be like, well, what would I be joining you to do? I don't even know what you're doing. Oh, you're a coach? I had no idea you're a coach. So that's why right now, you guys, you're in the beginning stages of this. And it's not like you have to have it all perfect and down. We just want you to simply take baby steps, meaning work on that first post, get it, talk about it with your coach. And then from there, you work on, okay, how can I sprinkle in a little bit of my life and who I am? And nothing's changed because you're a coach. What if they don't want to do Shakeology, if they do not want to follow the nutrition side of the program? Okay, so here's my take. So if someone's like, hey, I want to do the all access program, because this is an objection that you guys will get a lot. I get it a lot too. So how I do this is I say, actually, the first month, I typically always recommend you starting with the 140 package, because it's $40 more and you're going to be able to get 1 month of Shakeology. So to me, I sprinkle in why I love Shakeology to them. I say, I look at it like it's giving me 40 superfoods. It's basically my meal replacement. I don't have to worry about what I'm drinking in the morning. It gives me energy. It keeps me full for 2 to 3 hours. And I always recommend my challengers, my new customers, to do the package, because one, it's less than $12 a month right now. That's what it averages out to be. And that's going to give you over 1,200 workouts, but you're also going to get Shakeology to try it, because what I find, and this is just truthfully what I find, and Raina, you're someone that did this. Raina bought the all access. not the challenge pack. And then she said, okay, I want to try samples. So then she bought and paid for shipping and the samplers of Shakeology. And then she said, okay, I want to do this whole thing, but I think I'm going to cancel my membership and buy a challenge pack. And so she did that. She's someone who I was like, I'm not going to fight her on it, because some people need to wait until they're ready to try the whole package. And even though I was like, but Raina, it makes sense for you to do the 140. She said, no, I like have sensitivity issues. And I said, well, you still get 100. You get money back, 100% money guaranteed back if you don't like Shakeology or if you have a reaction. And she still was like, no, I don't want to do that. So I am not someone that's like, no, you have to do it this way. I just say this makes the most sense because it's on promo. And let's say in July, it goes back to 160. You guys, 160 divided by 12 months, what is that? Still $12, right? Almost $12 a month. So I explain to them everything that they're getting with that package. So I always say, you know what, this is what I recommend doing. This is where you're gonna get optimal results. I always like using that term, optimal results. It's what I do every single day and I incorporate it. This is where I like to squeeze in Shakeology into the mix. But if they're still like, no, I really don't want to do that. I don't have any money. Money's really, really tight. I only want to do the $99 access. I'll say, okay, that's totally fine. Let's get you started with that. And then for the nutrition side of the program, they don't have to do that at all. It's up to them. That's what I love about this. Just because we have nutrition side to the program, like the 21 Day Fix has the container system, right? You don't have to do that. Your challengers that buy the whole package don't have to do the nutrition side at all. But what's amazing is that they have access to all of that with every program. If you do Lift 4, if you do 80-Day Obsession, if you do our new program that's coming out, MBF, there is a nutrition side already attached to it. You're not paying extra money to get that nutrition side. It's already with it. So, yeah, I don't look at it like, I personally, that's why I say you just want to sign your friends up or people up with exactly how you signed up. And why? Why did you choose a challenge pack? Why did you choose the 2B mindset? So Gabby, who's on the call, she's working, so she can't chat in, but she did the 2B mindset with the all access challenge pack and the fitness. So she's been selling a lot of the 2B mindset because guess what? It's working for her. So what is she talking about? She's saying this is what you should do, and she signs them up with what she's doing. So I always say, just sign your friends up, or people that end up, you reaching out to, or they reach out to you, sign them up exactly with what you signed up with, because that makes the most sense, right? That's what you have the most experience with. When I first started, you guys, they were DVDs. I would literally sell the 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme DVDs along with Shakeology. And that's all I got for $160. They didn't get access to any of the other workout programs from Beachbody. It was just the 21 Day Fix. So now, of course, I'm like, this is an incredible deal. Like, you get access to this huge library of workouts. So if you don't like the 21 Day Fix that I'm doing, don't worry. We have so many other ones that you can do. And that's the beauty of our library of fitness. I call it the Netflix of fitness, because guess what? Tomorrow, and in Raina, you could attest to this, you've done other programs because you were like, oh, I thought I was going to do, I think you said the 100, right? The morning meltdown. And then you decided not to do that. And then you did 21 Day Fix and it was bothering your knees. And so now she's doing the yoga. But that's the beauty of this, you guys, is that there are so many options for people. So I make sure if I'm getting objections from people before they buy, like, oh, I don't know if I want to spend the money, or I don't need the shakes. I'm not a shake person. I already have shakes that I like. I say, I totally get that. I was that way too. But for this month, it's only $140. So for $40 more, let's get you signed up with the shake. Does that sound good? Give them some benefits of what the shakes do for you, and anything else that you want to add to it. And then usually people will be like, you know what, you're right. For $40 more, I might as well try it. And if it's going to keep me full for 2 to 3 hours, it's going to curb my cravings, then yeah, I might as well try it out. I like to do the analogy of, like, do you ever go to Starbucks, go to the drive-thru and you get the Frappuccino, or you get something that's not healthy, but you're spending $4.50 on something, or you get a smoothie from Jamba Juice that's $5, that's no nutritional value except for a ton of sugar. Well, you're paying $4 a month for Shakeology. That's nothing in the big scheme of things for everything that you're getting with Shakeology too. So, but you have to believe in it yourself. So if you're not drinking Shakeology and you're not having it every day, then it's going to be really hard for you to be like, this is what you need to do. So that's why as a coach, we always say, one, be a product of the product. When you're going all in on a program and you're using our products, then guess what? You're most likely going to want to share it, and you're going to be passionate about it. You're going to be excited about it. It's just kind of how Gabby's been with the 2B mindset. She's seen such a huge difference, and she's always worked out. She's always loved fitness, but she's finally losing some of the weight that she's been wanting to because she's following a nutrition program. And so of course she's excited to share that with others. So I'm going to open it up, you guys, if you have any other questions that we could share. Yes. Sierra, all you got to do is start sprinkling your workouts, and, you know, look at it like, what do you have to lose? Like, why not share something that you love and that you're already doing? And it doesn't need to be all these different clips of it. Just do a few of them. And you guys, with stories, I just want to make sure you know that you can go to the hands-free option. And then when you hit this and you press onto it, it does a countdown. So that way you could set it up, and then you can back up and do, you know, if you want to do a couple of the workout clips. And then, yeah, just start sprinkling in little things here and there. I'm sure you guys have questions. So I'm going to, I know Al's probably watching the kids. Al, do you have any questions? I'm going to put you on the spot. Hold on, you're muted. I can hear you.
Hold on. Okay. No, I was just thinking, so like when you do like invite people, because I feel like I always kind of do challenge groups with my friends in Beachbody, but they're just like using someone else's login or something like that. So I was just thinking, like, if they're like, well, Al, we're doing Weight Watchers. I know one of my friends. So I was curious on how to like kind of be like, well, for $99, you still get a year's worth of workouts, right? Because essentially that's what you're getting for the $99.
Yeah, but I would start with, like, don't assume they wouldn't want the whole package. $140 for a month of Shakeology, which can fit in with they don't have to follow. Shakeology doesn't mean you're following a nutritional program. It's just having that meal replacement or a snack, or however you want to look at it. But I always tell my friends, hold on, I gotta charge okay, there we go. My computer was gonna die. I always looked at it like, this is what I'm doing and I love it. I think you would love it too. Yeah, but I like Orange Theory. I'm gonna use Danielle. My good friend Danielle, Al knows her. She is a huge avid Orange Theory girl. And she was like, I'm not motivated, Kelly, by doing home workouts. I said, have you ever tried home workouts? And she was like, no. And then I was like, well, you just got to try it. Well, she finally got forced to try it during COVID because her Orange Theory was closed. And she was like, oh my God, I love the work. Oh my God, I love Lift 4. I'm like, well, yeah, because now you're actually following a program. You printed out the calendar. You know what you're doing every single day. You're mixing it up. And so I think people in their mind think like, I'm not going to like what you're doing. And they might give you a little bit of pushback because maybe they are doing Weight Watchers and they don't need the nutritional side. Well, guess what? With Shakeology and the All Access, you don't need to do the nutritional side. All you're doing is incorporating the shake, which is only going to benefit you because it has, you know, and I'll share my verbiage in here too with what I say with Shakeology. But really, like, if you're only going to talk about the $99 package, and that's what people are going to buy. So you won't get points for that. So you want to do it with Shakeology, and just don't assume that they don't want to do it with that.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you have friends that are like, that you're like, oh, I think they would want to do it, but they don't want to do the nutrition side, or I don't think they're going to want to. Well, let them tell you that first.
Yeah.
Then you can say, well, we do have the $99 access, which you can get with all the workouts, and you can be in my groups. But I always, and I truly do believe though, like everyone, their first month for $40 more, why not try Shakeology to see if you like it? Mm-hmm. Why not see if it's, something that you would want to incorporate at some point?
So, but then if they don't continue to buy the Shakeology, then they don't count like under your, like as signing them up, right?
Well, they're always going to be they're always going to be a customer of yours because if they bought the or they bought the $99 package, they're still going to be a customer with you either way. So if they're already a Beachbody customer, let's say they have Beachbody on demand, you want to make sure you send them the coach change form. And all you got to do, you guys, Google's your best friend. Coach change form Beachbody, and a form will come up, and then you can send that to them and say, hey, in order for me to add you to my group, I need you to put me as your coach. If they're like, already have the bot app or something. But what was it? What was the question again? Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
I think that was it. Oh, so yeah, if they don't buy Beachbody like the Shakeology every month, then I wasn't sure if they were still kind of benefiting us, I guess.
Well, yeah. So you're not going to get the goal is to get your customers to convert to coaching, and so that's really where that's what I love, is bringing people in as a challenger and then being like, they loved it so much they want to coach themselves. That's usually what happens. And so but if let's say they say, oh, I don't want to be on Shakeology anymore, that's fine. They can still be in your group, and you already made the commission off of their package anyway. And it doesn't hurt you to still have them in your group, right? Because you're just in the group anyway. So and there's no set rules or guidelines on any of that. I'm just sharing what has worked for me and why I typically try to make it mandatory to do the all access challenge pack. That's with Shakeology, because we do spend a lot of time on, with our customers and adding them to our challenge group. And we provide so much free value that I personally am and I believe in Shakeology. So I want them to be on it. I want them to get the benefits of Shakeology and what it's done for me, because that's a huge part of my journey and what's helped me.
Okay.
So, anything else, you guys?
I have a question. What do you say to people who are like, oh, I don't want to do Beachbody because I don't want to be a coach and I already know the business model and I don't want to be part of that? And it's like, well, I'm not selling you that. I'm just saying, just come join me with this fitness program. It's do you ever get that from people when you invite your friends, oh, I don't want to be part of that kind of thing, because they think it's a scam, I guess. So to say, do you have any advice, how to talk them through that?
I've never had any friends say that to me, because I think all I'm doing is being a product of the product and sharing what I love and what's helped me and hundreds of other women. And I try to show that in my stories. So I try to show what I'm providing in my challenge groups too. And then, but I had strangers ask me? Absolutely. I had a girl, I'm trying to find the message, who it was really made me upset. Cause I was like, wait, I sent her info. She was really interested about coaching. Hasn't been in any of my challenge groups. And she said, thank you for sending all the info. I appreciate you taking the time, blah, blah, blah. She's like, however, at this time, I don't think this program is a good fit for me. And I was like, whoa, kind of taken back. Why? Why isn't this a good fit for you? And I'm like, was it the workout programs that you didn't like? Was it the, because I sent her 2 workout programs I thought she would like. She told me what her goals were. And then I was like, because we have tons of other ones. And I'm like, and I always recommend my customers to start as customers anyway. And I know you were interested in the coaching side, but I actually prefer you and my customers to sign up as a customer first. Make sure that you love my programs, love my groups. And I always try to get them to sign up as a discount coach right away, because they can cancel at any time. But anyway, she was like, some of the programs do look like a good fit. I don't support any shake weight loss systems, however, and that's a huge part of this. So when I heard that and she saw that, or when I saw that, I sent her a voice memo because I wanted her to hear my voice. And I said, I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing. That's how you feel. But that's actually why I love Beachbody, is because we're not a weight loss type of shake program. The shake is actually, yes, it's a part of the package, but it's not mandatory. So you don't have to do the shake part. And that's not what's going to help. I love it that we're promoting a sustainable, healthy lifestyle. So what I love about it is that our community helps you with showing up with motivation, accountability, and the workout programs truly are amazing being a busy mom, because I don't have to worry about, driving somewhere and paying for daycare, paying for a gym membership. And so I feel that we are actually so much more of the lifestyle change, not a quick fix of, like, I see like people sharing like the ketones, or what's the other one that I see, like the wraps. And I'm like, no, this isn't a quick fix. You know, that's what I love about Beachbody is we're showing like, hey, this is my progress. And this is why, you know, I'm not at my goal yet, but I'm excited because I actually have more energy and I'm feeling better and I'm making myself a priority. Those are the kind of things that I think we stand for, not only as a team, but as Beachbody. We're not saying, hey, take this shake every day and you're going to magically lose weight. It's like, no, actually, the big part is not the shake. The big part is for you just to show up for yourself. And I'm going to help you do that. The shake is just a smidgen of it. And it's what I love because here are the benefits I've had. But if you're against the shakes, I'm all for saying you don't have to buy it with the shakes. You can still do what I do and be part of my community. I will never ask you to coach if that's something that you're so against, but have you ever felt that you needed extra accountability, or maybe you just want to try the workouts and see if you like it? I look at it like, people, there's always going to be bad apples out there who are just going to say dumb things. Like this girl was trying to be really nice about it and she hasn't really responded to me. She just said, okay, if I change my mind, I will be in touch. Thanks again, Kelly, exclamation mark. Like, she's still going to watch me. She's still, and I said to her, I said, okay, sounds good. Always here to lock arms with other moms and women who want to help others and give it a shot. Cause that's what she said. She's like, I'm a mom of 5 kids, little kids. I would love to earn an income from home. I love fitness and I would love to help people. I said, that's exactly what I do. But all of a sudden she felt like we were a shake weight loss program. And I'm like, that's not at all what we do. But guess what? Right now, my brain, I'm like, I cannot wait to post about that objection. I can't wait to say, I love what I do because we are not, whatever she said, a shake weight loss program. We are community. We are people that are supporting each other every single day to get those workouts in. Even when I'm on vacation, I look at my app and I see women who are showing up for themselves. And that's going to make me want to show up and be a better person or get that workout in. You know, like for me, it's about seeing that my mom is doing the workout programs and I'm helping her have a healthier lifestyle. And so I always say, like, you're going to get people that are going to say, I don't want to do what you're doing. You're just some MLM. I don't want to coach. And I say, oh my God, I'm not going to ask you to coach. I'm asking you to see if you want to join my community and do the programs with me. So really quick, have you ever had that objection?
I had someone tell me that, yeah, because I was like, I have a friend, like I think she's like perfect for it, but she's like, oh, I don't like the business model, so I don't want to join. And it's like, well, I'm not gonna tell you to be a coach. I'm just saying like you should just join because I think this will help meet your fitness goals.
Yeah. And so that's kind of how I go about it. Like I do the same way where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not asking you to coach. And our business model is, I mean, it's really great if you do want to work the business, but I'm not asking you to coach, and I won't ask you to coach if you're really entirely against it. I was actually just saying, I think you would love the workouts and this is why. And I usually would do like, all the workouts are arranged from 20 minutes or 40 minutes, depending on what your goals are. Some are only 4 days a week. And I know that you are such a busy, active person that I've loved it myself. And I just thought of you. So sorry if you thought that I was trying to get you to be a coach. I really wasn't. I thought you would benefit from my groups and the community and the workouts. So I always try to twist it around, you guys, just being like, I think it's like feel, felt, found. Like I could see how you felt that way. I also felt that way at first too. But this is what I found. So you want to understand, like, oh, okay, not like, what, why would you say that? I can't believe that. For me, I look at this girl who was like, I don't want to be a part of that. I just said, oh my gosh, I can relate. I felt that way too, but it's actually not a shake weight loss type of program. It's not that at all. We promote healthy living. We provide, sustainability. We're not some quick fix type of program that's like you have to drink the shake. In fact, a lot of people can do recover and energize, or they can do beach bars. That's the beauty of our, like, when I think of isogenics is isogenics. And maybe they have a few other supplements, but they don't have the fitness side. They don't have like the accountability and challenge groups. That's what we get to offer you guys, is so much more than just a shake. And when people are like, oh, I don't really like that business model, I just go, oh, okay, what do you not like about the business model? I'm just wondering, for my own sake, what is it that puts a bad taste in your mouth? And then I always say whatever they said, like, oh, well, I never wanted to come off that I was just trying to get you to join me and be a coach. Of course, I love it that I am, because I'm benefiting from the discount and I like it, the community, but I would never push that on other people if that's not what they want. So yeah.
That helped a lot. Thank you.
Then Raina just said the good money in parentheses comes from when you build a team, right? Yeah. So in our Emerald call, we're going to go over that, and I can send you guys, actually we have a replay of the last Emerald call that we did. But yeah, I share my weekly paycheck, and I have 3 business centers. I have mine, I have Nick's, and then I have Kelly times 2, because once you hit a certain rank, you get to open up another business center. And so I'm getting 3 different streams of revenue coming in every single week, because we get paid weekly. And my income is way more because of my team volume than my commission. Even if I sold 20 challenge packs that week, I'm still earning more because of my team doing what I'm doing, right? And so yes, the money in the beginning is not going to come from building a team. The money in the beginning is really simply like, have a small goal of, I want to help 5 people. I want to help 3 people maybe. You want to cover the cost of your Shakeology. That's what I look at it as, is in the beginning, you're not going to have a team. And so, but yes, you want to look at it like, I want to lock arms with other women who would want to do what I do, get healthy, fit, and share it with others. It's as simple as that. Why not earn an extra side of income if you love health and fitness? So yes, the money does come when you do build a team, but in the beginning, I don't want that to be your focus. Yes, you want to chat about it, and you can always invite them to our coaching sip and learns and our sneak peeks that we offer. Absolutely. Because in that way people can be like, oh, I actually want to join your team and join you. But in the beginning, it's really just simply sharing your journey and inviting them to do what you're doing. And that doesn't mean you can't invite to coaching. You definitely can, because I think there's benefits to both, right? Like I invite to my challenge groups, and I also invite to coaching, because I know there's other women out there who are like, I love health and fitness. I love helping others. Why not earn income when I feel like I'm already doing what you do, Kelly, as a coach, but I'm doing it for free. Might as well make it, a paycheck with it. And then, like I said, on our Emerald call, we really dive into that more. Any other questions? I know that we're past the hour mark, so sorry. But I like it when you guys have questions and we go over it as well. All right. Well, you guys are all in the new coach workshop, so we're really going to get going tomorrow. I'm going to post the replay of this in the group, and then just as a reminder, kind of what I want you to be thinking of this next week is just write down your 20 list of friends and people that you would want to do this with, and then also think of, I just want to help 3 people start what I just started with, or whatever it is that you're doing now. You want to help them get started the same way that you did. And then think of your coming out post. If you haven't done that post yet, think about it. Look at our examples in our team, or in the email that hopefully your coach sends you. And then we also have it in our Google Drive. I can send I will share the link too on our coach workshop, so you can see the example posts, but you want it to come from you and not be the same verbiage as like what I've used or other coaches on our team that provided examples, but that will help you get an idea of what to post about. And then overall, just look at this. Our new coach workshop is just a way for you to learn a little bit more every single day. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't worry if you miss 2 days. Just be like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to take this at my own pace. Those posts are always going to be there, so you can always go back. Let's say it's Thursday and you're like, well, I haven't even done Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or looked at it. Well, don't worry. Just do it at your own pace, but try to commit to it. Alrighty, guys. We're all good. I'm going to do a quick boomerang of us. All right, smile. Okay. Bye, guys.